nearly had a triple-double. Overall, how would you feel? How would you assess his first game here?
Obviously awesome. You look at the numbers, and kind of like I said before we got here, I was going to put him in situations where he can make plays and also where he can get others involved and score for himself. You saw him handling the ball in pick and roll. You saw him setting picks, popping, trying to make plays, finding teammates. I think he's a unique player that you can get a four-man that can not only make plays like that, but can rebound the ball, push it on the break, and then he can knock down threes as well. So I was very pleased with him today.
He seemed to be under control, even though it's his first live NBA action. How impressive is that, given what you guys are trying to implement with him?
Well, he's been, I hate to say it, but he's been under control since we got him, since we started practice. That was the first thing that we talk about, that not only that he's under control, but he's a very smart player, as you guys said. He does a good job of taking care of the ball, too, and he understands what's going on the floor. And defensively, you saw him, he can get out and blitz and really disrupt pick and rolls and get back to his guys. So, terrific debut for him.
How impressive was that play, I think, in the first quarter, where he fights for the offensive rebound, dives, gets it out to Joe for the easy three? How impressive are plays like that, knowing that's probably what you're going to ask of him if he does make the roster moving forward?
Well, we call those winning plays. That's a winning play. And those type of plays, he made when he was in college, and he's continuing to play the same way as you saw in his first game. He's a guy that finds a way to help his team win, whether he's scoring or passing or playing defense, or like you saying, diving on the ball on the floor for loose balls.
How you guys have asked a lot from Joe, specifically in this sort of experience. Did he meet the expectations? I'm doing my best, Popeye. I'm doing my best.
That's fine. Well, like we said, we come in, you guys know Joe can score the ball. We all know Joe can score the ball. And it was the other things that, we worried about, running a team. Not only that, and we know the defensive end. And I thought in his first game, he did a pretty good job of that, He did have a little bit too many turnovers, and we did as a team as well. But I think he'll get better as the week goes on in understanding really what we want, and because he wants to come down and get his shot every time if he can, but we're trying to get him to give the ball up and trust his teammates that he'll get it back. And I thought that his teammates found him for some open shots, and he was able to knock those down.
How much of those turnovers are just a matter of being the first game, playing together, and all of that?
I think so. I think that, I told the team, I said, hey, guys, we got a lot of offensive firepower, and my biggest thing since day one in camp, if we take care of the ball, we'll be able to get a quality shot and score a lot of points. And you see, we scored a lot of points, and we still had a lot of turnovers today. We got 28 turnovers, and we scored 93 points. So that's 28 times that we didn't get a shot and still scored 98 points. So we'll keep emphasizing, take care of the ball, and get a shot on basket every time.
Countless times we heard you and Bill run, go, go, go. How do you assess what they did trying to push the ball in the tempo that you guys are fighting for?
Right. Well, again, it's such a balance. We're sitting here talking about turnovers and run, and I told him, I said, hey, the responsibility you have, we want to run, we want to play up tempo, but the responsibility is taking care of the ball. If you want to be a running team, because you're giving them so much freedom as a coach to get out and be creative and play. But, again, some of those turnovers we got to cut down.
Talk about what Glenn gave you in the game, his performance tonight.
I thought Glenn was good as well. I thought that he started off the game, I didn't think he was really good defensively. I thought he got beat off the bounce a couple times by Marble. Glenn knows coming here, if they have another player on the other team that's an NBA player, that's going to be his matchup. And we want to see him guard guys like that. And I thought he did a good job. He kind of got Marble under control and did a better job of cutting down penetration and playing defensively, playing well defensively. And another thing, we know he can run off screens and score and get out on the break and score. I thought putting him in some pick and rolls is what I wanted to see. And I know that's what Coach McMillan wanted to see. And I thought he did a good job of running pick and rolls and making plays like that as well.
Popeye, could this have, I know you guys only had 5 practices. The team has only been around for a week now, but could this have, the first sort of game, is this one of the best possibilities that the outcomes, given everything and where you're trying to insert Joe and get Dieng and everything? Is this one of the better possibilities? I know you mentioned winning, obviously, is important,
but winning is important. I think they got unique rules here. We got, it's funny. Coach Mano talks about it. It's those CBA rules where you try to win every quarter, and that's why I took the timeout late. It's kind of weird playing like that. You're only up by 1. You're up by 30, but you're only up by 1 in the quarter, and you take a timeout. But we're coming in. We told our guys we want to try to win every quarter, and I kept harping on that. During each time out, I don't care about the score. All we care about is what the score is in the quarter. We didn't care about the overall score. But I think that to start the week, I think this is one of the best situations, obviously, to win big and play as well as everybody played. I think that it'll build everybody's confidence as we go on the rest of the week.
Is that why you're also pressing there late in the game?
Well, yeah.
Trying to win the quarter.
Well, it's not pressing. We're working on us, and it's something that Coach McMillan wanted to do. It's really not a press. It's just a four-man kind of pick up, and you want to make their two or their three brings it up, take the ball out of the point guard hand. That's all. It's something that we worked on in training camp, and we want to continue to work on that in game situations. So that's why we did it.
What did you think when Joe went for that?
Well, it's funny because I knew he was going to make it because he jumps better off the wrong leg, and I know people who watch Joe play, he jumps better going off his right leg with his left hand. So I knew he was going to make it, but I was just hoping that he didn't hurt himself seriously because I know this is a big week for him, and we got 4 more games, and we need him in there, and we want to see him playing.
What did he say when you called that timeout? Did he say he's 100%?
Yeah, I said I got a sub for you, and he sat down and he said, "No, if I get a sub, I'm going to get stiff." So I said, "All right, get back out there and keep playing." So.
Gotcha.
Everybody good?